I got this Coach bag. First of all, this Coach bag and this Louis Vuitton coin purse. This was $5. The guy thought it was just a basic purse, and I didn't correct him, but it's a vintage all leather Coach bag. It has like the little logo on the inside. I cleaned the inside. I need to take it to an actual Coach store because I learned, FYI, Coach cleans only the leather stuff. So this one, it's canvas, so they won't clean it. This one, they will clean. So I gotta take it to the Coach store to get the leather clean. But I already like scrubbed the inside of the bag. I love that I could just take like the little pouch out. I just rinsed the pouch on the inside lining, but didn't get the leather wet. So this bag is gonna last me forever. The fact that I got it for $5, a steal. And this, I got this Louis Vuitton coin purse. I also need to take the Louis Vuitton because this chain is broken. And I learned via TikTok that Louis Vuitton repairs and cleans their bags for free. So I will be taking this to Louis Vuitton store this weekend as well. I got this for like less than $30. Which, when I was looking online, I couldn't find one selling for less than $100 used. So, safe to say I got a steal. Anyway, love going to estate sales, right? So, I went to one today after work. And first of all, I got there. It was in Chevy Chase, Maryland. Which, Chevy Chase is nice. But then I get there and the house looks spooky. Well, it doesn't look spooky. It's nice on the outside. But then the inside is spooky. And I'm feeling haunted vibes. Like, it was actually frightening. Like, when I was in there and I was walking around, it felt like one of the dolls was gonna come to life and fucking strangle me. Like, I don't know, the furniture just gave haunted. Everything gave haunted. And one thing about me, I love a secondhand item. I love shopping used. Like, everything I'm wearing, these shorts, used. This shirt, used. Like, everything I love. Like, I love buying thrifted. I love buying secondhand. It's my favorite thing. I honestly feel like a lot of times, I feel like used clothes have such good energy, especially if someone had good intentions with it when they were using it. But I don't know, something about this house felt sinister. There was stuff that I liked, but I was like, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. They had nice stuff, but I was like, I'm leaving. Anyway, the point of the story is, as I was driving home, I was driving through DC, and I fucking hate driving through DC because fuck DC. First of all, fuck DC. It's a horrible ass city. I'm sorry, I'm triggered, but like, the people who live there are corporate or military. Like, there really is no in between. It's like private contractors who work with like AI. Like, it's all the same subtype of person. Sorry if you live in DC. I love the black side of DC, but now it's few and far between. It's being taken over by these corporate ass, military ass people, and I don't like DC at all. Truly, they call DC Chocolate City. There's two sides of DC. There's Chocolate City DC, which, like I said, is few and far between now because a lot of people are getting priced out of DC, and majority of it is this corporate ass people who are like insufferable to be around. I'm sorry, DC. I love DC. It's a historical city, but like, it's being taken over and gentrified to hell. Anyway. So a few months ago, I was driving through DC in June specifically, okay? And driving through DC is the worst because they have these predatory ass stop lights. These lights, these traffic lights are out to get you. Like, fuck whoever operates these lights and is making these decisions, because when I tell you, the light will go from green, totally cool, vibing, to yellow to red in like 2 seconds. When I tell you, I got a ticket making a left turn. First of all, these lights are so quick. There's such a quick turnaround. It causes so much traffic because they're like, blink of an eye, it's red. And then you have to wait for so long. So there's so much traffic. And I was trying to make a left turn, okay? And one thing about me, I may drive a little fast sometimes. I may speed a little bit. But I'm not a reckless driver, okay? I've been in like 2 accidents. And like both of them were like, well, I've been in 3 accidents. 3 accidents. Most of them were not my fault. Actually, I've been in more than that. But most of them were not my fault. Anyway, I was making a left turn, right? And then the light was green and I was already in the intersection, okay? I was in the intersection making the left. And when I tell you, the light turned yellow and then red, like immediately as I was making the left, like, I don't know what these people wanted me to do. And then I got a ticket for $150. $150. $150. And if I did not pay that ticket in time, it would have gone up to $300. That's $300. Like, DC, fuck you. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Whoever runs DC and made that decision, I don't know if it's the city council person. I don't know if it's the mayor. I don't care if it's the fucking... I don't care. I don't care if it's who made that decision. But fuck you. You are the worst type of person. I hate predatory ass things like this. Like, they're trying to suck money out of me. Like, are you out of your mind? I was making a left turn. You want me to stop in the middle of the intersection? Like, what do you want me to do? I was already making the left. So anyway... Today, I'm driving home from this haunted ass place. And what I think is they tried to catch me lacking. Whoever haunted this house, they were pissed that I didn't buy anything. And because I was concerned, I was like, if I buy something, I'm taking this haunted ass piece of furniture, lamp, whatever, piece of furniture into my home. And it'll be like a Chucky doll like situation. And then it'll animate at night and try to strangle me in my sleep. Like, I was genuinely, like, scared. And so I hightailed it out of there. I didn't get anything. Why did the same thing happen? I'm driving through DC and I'm already thinking in my mind, I gotta play it safe. I do not want another $150 ticket. And these people, like, the thing about I use Apple Maps. And Apple Maps always tells you when there's a photo. Like, when there's a camera. But DC... There's a camera at every light. And Apple Maps does not show it. I feel like they're putting them up faster than Apple Maps can even keep up with. I'm telling you, every light has a camera in DC. And when I tell you, they set you up for a failure because that light is green, you're in the middle of an intersection, it doesn't even hit yellow. It skips yellow practically. It's yellow and half a second later, it's red. I feel like they create this just to suck money out of people driving through DC. Like, they do this just to create revenue. And fuck you for doing that. Because, like, now you're just trying to siphon money out of the middle-class workers. Like, and DC transport isn't even good enough for you to justify those prices. Like, in New York City, I get it. They have one of the best transit systems in the U.S. Like, the subway has its problems. Definitely, New York City subway definitely has its problems. But at least you could justify, you could get majority of places via the subway in New York City. Can you get majority of places in DC on the DC Metro? Let's be honest. Like, let's be real. Like, if you're gonna do that, if you're going to make it impossible for you to drive through DC, at least have a good Metro. Like, people love the Metro because it's clean. Okay, cute. It's clean. Does it actually get you places you need to go, though? Like, answer me that. Like, does it really actually get you places in DC? It gets you the major places, for sure. But it doesn't get you everywhere that you need to go. Like, you still need to... Oh, my nose is running. I have this thing now. I don't know if it's, like, a psychomotor thing. It's, like, anytime I get excited or agitated or, like, nervous or start eating, my nose runs. I think it's definitely a thing. But anyway, and I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I'm fuming. Like, fuck whoever made that decision. You guys are assholes, and you're trying to siphon money off of regular working class people. Like, I am a healthcare hero. Do you not know who I am? I'm a nurse. Hello? And I feel like it was definitely, like, the people who were working in conjunction today for my downfall. Because it was that haunted ass house. And it was a city council person who decided to make these, like, lights death traps, money traps for regular ass people. Like, and it's actually insane. You're gonna charge $150 for a ticket? And it's not even like I was speeding. Like, it's one thing if I was going 30 above the speed limit. Like, that's genuinely a safety concern. Like, yeah, I deserve to pay $150. Me running a red light, which I wasn't even running the red light. I was in the intersection. When I tell you I've seen the police out here do worse things. The police out here, they don't give a F. They speed, they cut you off, they don't let you in. They're acting like they're in a regular civilian truck. The other day, this is actually hysterical. I was at the gym, right? Planet Fitness by my house, right? Getting my workout in. And I always see cop cars outside of the mall because I'm not going to lie, the mall that the Planet Fitness is attached to and that's by my house is a little ghetto. Actually, very ghetto. And so people be stealing out there. And so the cops are always posted up in front of the mall. So it wasn't actually that crazy to me, right? So I'm like, oh, the cop car's just sitting in the front. They're making sure people don't steal. Whatever. Tell me why. a person in regular clothes, mind you, goes out of the Planet Fitness, and mind you, it's a Planet Fitness, and he gets out and goes and gets in the police car and drives off. So you're telling me you were using your cop vehicle recreationally to go to the Planet Fitness, and you're parked in the front, taking up space. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, you're an asshole. You're an asshole. Like, what are you doing? You're parked in the front? You couldn't get in a regular parking spot? You want it to be different so bad. You got your cop car in the front of the freaking Planet Fitness on your personal time? Using your car recreationally? You're not above the law. You're off the clock. You're off the clock. That pissed me off so bad, because I'm like, you're doing the most. You're already using your cop car when you're not on the clock. You're in regular clothes working out at the Planet Fitness, and you decided to park your car in the front of the building? You couldn't even park in a regular parking slot? You had to be different. You had to be different. Like, I can't stand that. Anyway, now I'm ranting because I'm just in a bad mood, because I don't even know if I got a ticket today, because the light changed so quick, and like I said, there's lights at every DC like stoplight, and it doesn't always show on Apple Maps. So most likely I may have one, maybe 50% chance I got a $150 ticket again after I just paid my other $150 ticket. And when I tell you I wasn't speeding, no nothing, I was in the middle of the intersection, I was driving, and the light turned like that. Like that. Like, it's just crazy. But anyway, what else did I want to talk about? There was something else I want to talk about. Oh, on another note, let me close my door. Because I want to, okay. This is changing gears, but something I've been thinking about a lot, and I really don't have the proper words to explain this, right? Because I feel like being attractive is a performance, okay? Walk with me here. Walk with me here. Also, don't mind this. I spilled salsa on my shirt when I was eating my salsa when I got home. So don't mind that. But being attractive is a performance. And I feel like men fall for it more than anything, because they don't realize that, like, let me stop. As someone who has, I have attractive parents. And, if you say that on the internet, people will, like, freaking flame you. I'm not saying my parents are supermodels. I'm not saying they're, like, the best looking in the world. I'm saying that I know they are attractive because people have told me that they're attractive my entire life. And I see people give them compliments all the time, and how young they look and how great they look. Like, something I have learned from them is that this doesn't happen in a vacuum. You know what I mean? Like, people don't look good in a vacuum. Sure, like, when you're young, there's a certain age in which you can exist that, like, you put no effort. You could just be effortlessly beautiful. You could be a model. But then at a certain point, when you age past that, when you get, like, a certain age, it eventually becomes an effort. Like, you have to, like, get Botox and filler and like, facials, or, like, anti-aging stuff and sunscreen, and, like, groom and, like, shave and do all these things. Like, with men, they have to, like, maintain, like, a full head of hair, or, like, if they don't, they have to have a good beard, or they have to look X, Y, and Z. They gotta be trim, and they gotta be fit, and all these things to look good, right? To look like you take care of yourself, you have to actually take care of you. You have to put in effort. And I think a lot of people misconceive that, and, like, as if some people just have good genetics, and some people do have good genetics, I'm not gonna lie to you, but also people do put a lot of effort into their appearances, and that is a very real thing. And a lot of people fall for this idea that, like, especially with femininity and masculinity, femininity and masculinity are a performance. Like, it's something that you put on. It's not something you naturally are. You're not naturally feminine. This whole naturally feminine thing, naturally masculine thing, like, it is a performance. It's something that you do to fit within society's standards. Like, it's not something that just happens to you. And I find it really interesting when I think about, like, in terms of, like, the manosphere and traditional relationships and all this stuff, right? A lot of people, like, are so unhappy with what they, like, for example, a lot of women will want a traditionally masculine man, a super masculine man, a provider, but then be like, he doesn't open up to me. He doesn't talk about his feelings. He's like emotionally abusive, physically abusive. He's horrible. Like, he can't even remotely control his emotions in any slightest way. Like, he gets annoyed at me and he wants to fucking hit me. Like, and then the other side of the coin where it's like, men say they want a woman who's submissive and feminine and like all these things and like traditional, but like then they get pissed when like all she's interested is in their money. But it's like, that is what you asked for. Like, there has to be a drawback. You know what I'm saying? There has to be a drawback. Like, if you're going to perform these roles, like, you have to accept that like it's not gonna be always perfect. Like, it's not going to be exactly what you want it to be. If you want a traditional woman, you have to accept that like she's gonna want you for your money, and there's always that insecurity in the back of your mind, like, oh, if I lost this money, would she sleep with me? And the answer is most likely no. Like, that's a reality. And there's also the flip side. Like, once a lot of these traditional women, they get older, they start facing some insecurities, and they have to deal with maybe thoughts of like infidelity and all this stuff, because you subscribe to this traditional idea that is a performance. Once again, you are performing for the other person, for their gaze, that you have to accept that like once the performance ends, it no longer fills its value. It no longer holds the same weight. They'll just find someone else who performs a bit better. You can never fully fit into a mold that is not made for you to exist in. Like, this naturally feminine, naturally masculine thing, it just sets you up for failure, because it's not natural. It's not real. And you're just putting on a performance, and you can only perform for so long before it just becomes stale, or you find someone else who performs better. And that's just something I was thinking about, because I'm not against women getting their bag. I'm not against women doing what they want to do. Like, if you want to find a rich man who provides for you, like, do with that, get your bag. Like, I'm not gonna be mad at you. Just make sure you're safe. But I don't know. I just think about that a lot. Like, there are trade-offs to everything, and if you're going to perform, if you're going to be that traditional woman, if you're going to like try to extract as much pretty privilege as you can out of life, which I would encourage you to do actually, then you gotta accept that there's going to be trade-offs, and that you just gotta make the most out of what you got. So that's something I was thinking about, because there was some woman that's trending right now, and everyone's talking about all the guys are after her, but she's actually just like a gold digger. And I like the term gold digger. Like, I feel like we could take it back. Like, we could claim it. You know, I don't mean that in a negative way. Like, gold diggers is like, you want your coin. Like, there's nothing wrong with wanting money. There's nothing wrong with going after a rich man. Like, hey, you do you, boo. Like, I'm not gonna judge. But everyone's like, but she's everything that these guys hate. Like, she was in a sex tape. She is clearly only after men for their money. She barely speaks. She barely has an opinion. And it's like, yeah, she's putting on a performance to get a certain guy. Just like they perform masculinity and flaunt their money, she's performing a performance of like this submissive feminine woman, and guys fall for it. But then at the same coin, after a certain amount of time, they say that they hate gold diggers and they hate women who are only after money. And it's like, well, when you leave with your money, like, what do you expect? And yeah, that's something I was thinking about, because I was thinking, like, definitely something I've learned, who's, you know, my parents, like I said, are attractive, and they definitely instilled in me certain things about, like, keeping up a certain appearance, looking a certain way, maintaining a certain look, that at times felt really horrible and made me insecure sometimes. But I also think it was coming from, like, that's all they know, is, like, maintaining a certain look and certain level of attractiveness. Oh, I know, it's funny. To maintain a certain hierarchy in society, and like they need their children or children, I guess in my dad's case, to maintain a certain look or maintain a certain way of being. And also, like, they also recognize, like, being attractive does get you certain things. It gets you certain places. People are nicer to you, kinder to you. Especially, I know this personally, because I was chunky growing up, really chunky. I did not always look like this. And so, especially like as I've gotten older and sort of changed the way I looked, I really am acutely aware of pretty privilege and how people treat me. People genuinely are much more nicer to me, more willing to engage in conversation. People let things slide faster with me. I just get to float through life, honestly. And it's nice. I'm not gonna lie to you, like I don't want to start controversy about pretty privilege that gets into a whole thing, but like I am able to admit that, like, yeah, I'm not the prettiest person, I'm not a model, like, obviously, but I'm definitely more attractive than I used to be, and I definitely noticed a difference in how people treat me when I was younger and like considered less attractive, stereotypically, conventionally, than I do now. And it's a very, very real thing. And it's kind of fucked up, but I kind of think about this a lot. And like, I do use it to my advantage. As a Black woman, I gotta use up all the privilege that I can. Okay, this is getting crazy. But anyway, fuck DC traffic lights. Fuck the DC council people. Fuck that haunted house. Glad I dodged that bullet. I would have probably been strangled in my sleep and ended up on the local news. And also, I don't know how I came to this conversation about, well, I know I had this idea about privilege and performing femininity, masculinity, but life is a performance, and we're all just trying to make it. So let me watch Masters of the Universe. Good night.